Hello and welcome to KISWATE News Bulletin, live from St. Mary's Ukwala High School. I'm Rose Debra Ojok.
And I'm Michelle Ouma.
In our headlines today,
KISWATE Annual General Meeting at Ukwala High School.
KISWATE launches payment ERP.
GPF affirms its commitment to KDA.
KISWATE conducted its annual general meeting at Ukwala High School on the 20th of August. The event culminated some key factors which spotlighted the advancement in the education sector.
Our reporter Rose Debra Ojok with the details.
On the 20th of August 2025, history was written at Ukwala High School in Siaya County. The KISWATE family gathered for its annual general meeting, and this time the venue held a deeper meaning. Ukwala High School was not just a host, it was the alma mater of our founder, a place where dreams were first nurtured and where the spirit of service and leadership took root. On that day, the school's halls echoed with more than footsteps. They echoed with gratitude, with pride, and with a renewed commitment of education and community. Members, parents, and friends came together, united by one vision, to strengthen KISWATE's mission and impact.
So hence, the name KISWATE, we started by encouraging the adopted schools. And these adopted schools are the schools that we pass through, like Pinsodiamo passed through Luero, and then passed through these very schools in Ukwala. And I passed through Awiuno in the early 60s. So our idea was to encourage our students to do very Kiswahili. You'll find that some of them done very well in other subjects, maths, English, sciences, and whatever. But Kiswahili amongst our schools was a hobby. So we tried to do that, and the performance of Kiswahili came up. Then we also came up with the idea of sponsoring vulnerable students. We realized that in our community, there are so many vulnerable students, and to date, KISWATE has sponsored 300 students. Some of them are still in secondary schools, but some are already in the universities, in other colleges. And that is also by courtesy of the founder and vision bearer, Mr. Nasodiamo. And with the advent of CBC, the founder and vision bearer is a data scientist, has come up with an app that will help the institutions that we adopt navigate through CBC. Now, which are these institutions that we adopt? St. Mary's Ukwala is one of them, Uyundo is one of them, Kagonya, Luero, St. Joseph Ochiel, to mention but a few, including Denga, St. Anne, both primary and secondary. These are schools within our catchment areas where we were born, because charity starts at home. So we started at home to see if things can happen.
The atmosphere was filled with reflection on the journey traveled and hope for the path ahead. Stories were shared, milestones celebrated, and future goals laid down with purpose.
So the world is becoming a global village. Whether you like it or you don't, the world is here with us. Information and communication. There are things which are happening. Some of us were born those days when we used to have the phone. You had to book it, but we have seen all that happening. And then right now we had the 844 coming in. And then we are having now the CBE, not CBC. We have the cultural diversification. You can't understand which language. Even here in the village, you don't know whether children are speaking Kijaluo or they are speaking English or Kiswahili. They are mixing things so much because of the cultural diversification. And then we have mergers and networking where organizations are coming together so that they are able to improve on their services. But things are changing so much. The same things happen in South Africa and also in the US and all other places. Then we have technology. I remember when I was in the university, when I was in college, there was a computer room which was locked. and it had a fan, and nobody was allowed access into it. So when we are being taught computer, there are times we could be taken in there to see what a computer looks like. So we'll just see for a few minutes, whatever, just see, not touch. And then from there, it will be theory. But right now, we have everything that a computer does, we have it on our smartphones. And the world has changed. So it is this technology area where KISWATE is coming in. And to appreciate this, we also need to understand that the universities, most of them, have adopted technology in their learning. And from second year, a number of the units are being done online.
Ukwala High School stood as a powerful reminder that greatness often begins in humble places. By returning to these grounds, KISWATE honored its past, celebrated its present, and cast a bold vision for the future. That August, we did not just hold an AGM, we rekindled the flame of possibility in the very place where it first began.
Mr. Daniel Juma, the Executive Director of the Kenya chapter of the Global Peace Foundation, recommends the government to pay teachers well in order to maximize their time in school. He also affirms GPF commitment in supporting education, and it will support KDA initiatives.
Our reporter James Odor with the details.
The Global Peace Foundation has reaffirmed its commitment to supporting digital education in Kenya through the KISWATE Digital Academy. Speaking during the KISWATE Annual General Meeting held at Ukwala High School in Ugenya, Siaya County, the Regional Director of Global Peace, Mr. Daniel Juma, lauded the efforts of KISWATE and its adapted schools for attending the event.
Today it's my distinct honor to stand before you at this school, a place that is not only a cradle of learning for our region, but also a symbolic resilience, aspiration, and community. And it fills me with great pleasure to return to this hall where many of my earliest lessons were learned and where I first discovered the power of education to transform lives and communities. First, I would like to acknowledge and celebrate the visionary leadership of the KISWATE Digital Academy. This initiative is more than just a program, and it is a movement. It is a movement towards a new model of learning, one that transcends borders and time zones to connect professionals, mentors, and students with a shared purpose, to nurture curious minds, to democratize access to knowledge, and to empower every learner to realize their potential. The theme, enhancing CBC digitally in the wake of technological advancement, could not be more timely. We are living in an era that is defined by technological change, and our duty is to ensure that our children and communities not only keep the pace, but shape the pace themselves. I want to take a moment to recognize a person whose generosity and vision is making this possible. Mr. Pius Odhiambo, the founder of KISWATE Digital Academy, is a true innovator and a philanthropist of our time.
Mr. Juma, who is also an alumnus of Ukwala High School, commended the visionary leadership behind the initiative. He emphasized the foundation's dedication to backing the KISWATE Digital Academy as it works to transform learning across Kenya and Africa. Mr. Juma highlighted the vision of KISWATE founder, Mr. Pius Odhiambo, calling it a bold step towards reshaping African education through technology. According to Mr. Juma, the internet should not only be used solely for entertainment, but also as a powerful tool for learning.
I want you to take this very seriously. An experiment that leverages technology, not for its own sake, but as a tool to open doors. The world beyond these classrooms is vast and complex, but with digital platforms, it becomes accessible, navigable, and participatory. The KISWATE Digital Academy's mission to provide a digital platform for professionals outside local community to participate in the educational needs of our children within the community, to foster positive interaction between local schools and international partners, and to empower schools to share resources, speaks directly to the core of what CBC should be in our time: practical, collaborative, and outcome-oriented learning. We stand at a moment when CBC can be enriched not only by in-person instruction, but by the bridges we build through digital collaboration.
The KISWATE app, he said, will allow students to access education from anywhere, whether at home, in hospitals, or in remote areas, making learning more inclusive and accessible. He added that this innovation will enhance the competence-based curriculum by reducing teacher shortages. With this digital platform, one TSC teacher can reach multiple schools simultaneously. The regional director further noted that Global Peace Foundation will work closely with KISWATE Digital Academy and educators to ensure the program's success. He reaffirmed the foundation's readiness to offer the necessary support to help schools embrace this new educational culture. For KISWATE News Bulletin, I am James Oduor.
St. Mary's Ukwala High School, one of our pioneer KISWATE adapted schools, anticipates to utilize the KDA app on advancing its academic lessons delivery.
Michelle Oma speaks to the principal and tells us more.
St. Mary's Ukwala High School has announced that it will be using the KISWATE Digital Academy app to enhance its educational experience.
We are thankfully appreciate the fact that KISWATE gave us an offer to host, the opportunity to host the 5th AGM. It was a wonderful one. A lot has been shared. We have had visitors from various parts of the country. Stakeholders have attended. And I want to believe this KISWATE Digital Academy will help to enhance teaching, improve contact hours between teacher and the students across schools, more so for those schools that will have registered in the KISWATE or be part of KISWATE as a digital academy. So we have been with KISWATE for some time. This is the first time that we are engaging with KISWATE. KISWATE has sponsored for our students, and a number of them are in college, and they have been very successful. They appreciate it. We thank KISWATE for that. And the Digital Academy is another step forward. Me as a principal, I'm volunteering as the Digital Academy director. So I want to believe things will work well for us as KISWATE continues to engage with the Ministry of Education through KICD and the Teacher Service Commission. I think it will offer a platform to enhance or improve teaching and improving capacity of our students or learners in Kenya.
The app will help teachers create lesson plans, worksheets, and assessments more efficiently. This new partnership aims to make school operations more streamlined and improve the learning environment for students. By embracing technology, the school is showing its commitment to providing the best possible education.
We have been with KISWATE for quite some time. Today was a great day for us because we had our BO members represented here to evaluate or to review what KISWATE is there for us, what KISWATE can offer for the school. So we on a different time frame, the BO members will come up with a resolution. So now we can be able to have some kind of a MOU, have an MOU signed with KISWATE, so that we can still improve, we can still keep on benefiting from KISWATE as an institution. So I want to believe our school is committed. The fact that we had BO members here attending, that shows a big step in terms of our commitment, the way, what value do you attach on KISWATE as an organization. So we'll be there for them, and we are going to set up a digital lab, which will be fully furnished to enhance the process or to enhance academic contact hours with our learners.
This move is expected to have a positive impact on both students and teachers, helping them to achieve their full potential. The school believes that this innovation will take its education to the next level. For KISWATE News Bulletin, I'm Michelle Oma.
In a heartfelt gesture that bends success with gratitude, Mr. Pius Odhiambo, the visionary behind KISWATE Digital Academy, surprised his father with a remarkable gift symbolizing his gratitude to him.
Our reporter Loveline Atianga with the details.
In a touching act of love and gratitude, KISWATE founder Mr. Pius Odhiambo made a heartfelt surprise to the man who raised him, his father. His father has struggled with limited mobility due to challenges with his feet. Mr. Odhiambo gifted his father a specially designed machine
to help him move more freely and comfortably, a gesture that brought both joy and deep emotion to their home. With humility and love, Pius thanked his father not just for the years of sacrifice, but for being a pillar of strength, wisdom, and unwavering support throughout his life. It was more than a gift. It was a symbol of generational love, of giving back, and of honoring those who stood by us when we were at our weakest.
Thank you so much. Mama Bended Wachung Mati. Okay.
Anka atumero kamano kuom pus gimoso tumona kendo oparo ndalo moko mane nachandra kane na amana kam ulanda luero school kabiro kagini Ukwala ka secondary nene gin go ade gima miluongo ni Joseph Okum rayago ne luwere karachiel ng'ato ni klaso 9 to ng'ato ni klas 10 kendo nene ting'o ma achwalo maka makel gi ndiga kendo akel daneno ka kendo nyuolo kendo ndiga moro manyien atumo erokamano ane Lucas Odhiambo madianja kanwadak Ulanda.
Erokamano ija jaduong' Mike.
Moments like this remind us the greatest investments we ever make are in the people who made us who we are. For KISWATE News Bulletin, this is Lovelyn Atiang.
And in our special feature today, we spotlight the infrastructure development of our pioneer KISWATE adapted schools, Luero Elementary and Junior Secondary School, after KISWATE intervention to lobby the government through the Ministry of Education 4 years ago.
Our senior reporter Kingsley Oloko visited the school and compiled the following.
KISWATE TV doubled down on the status quo over the situation in Luero Primary School in Western Kenya, Siaya County, following reports from both the surrounding locals and business people of a poor infrastructure and lack of resource allocation in the region. A look at the surrounding of the school, KISWATE TV observed little or no progress of the learning infrastructure, poor roads and amenities impeding ease of learning and access to the school for both the learners and their parents. The school head said unless the government realizes its promises anchored in the recent budgetary allocation that was endorsed in a public participation, then the school will be steps ahead by the next fiscal year. A former teacher at Luero School also observed little progress of the school since the days KISWATE TV founder Mr. Pius Odhiambo was a student, but urged that the learning institution still has the potential to grow.
I was a teacher at Luero from 1987 up to 1992. I taught, when I went to Luero in 1987, I found when Pius was in class 6. So I taught him maths and business education from class 6, 7, and 8. During that time, the only class that was permanent was the class 8. The rest of the classes were, I would say they were semi-permanent in that the roof was tin roof, but the walls were mud, the floor they used to smear on Friday.
So is there improvement?
Yes, compared to now, because I again went to Luero to 2014 up to 2020 when I retired. Now there's a big change because by 2014, almost all classes were permanent. Yeah, the school has had a problem of the size. The school has been it's small. So you'll find there is problem of infrastructure like field. We used to hire a field outside the school, and I understand after we have left, the owner decided to chase the school away. So they have been having a problem of getting a field, but it has been a problem getting the land around there because of maybe the community, they are not ready to surrender the land. But 14 years, yeah. I think KISWATE will help so much because during those times, we did not even have the electricity, but as per now, when I left, there was electricity, and the classes are also there. So I think with KISWATE, there will be a big improvement. Another, what I can put in is that KISWATE will improve Kiswahili. Kiswahili was a problem in that school during our time.
The locals had blamed the local administration of lackluster in realizing development, citing insecurity, lack of a playing field for the learners, among other grievances they wanted addressed.
I was transferred to Luero in 2017, and we worked with the then head teacher Bwanutaru for around 4 years. Well, in the infrastructure in the school has not changed so much. There are only certain things that have been done in the area, like opening the route that passes around the gate of the school going towards Kagonya from Lifunga. Sometimes back we never had a road that goes up to leads up to our school. So education officers were getting rough time to reach our school. But because they have made some roads, now the school is accessible. Anybody can come to school without any problem. Yeah, the problem with the classes, what we can say is that grade 7 and 8 were already in primary school. The only class that was remaining was grade 9. And therefore, the classes that were occupied by grade 7 and 8 were turned to be in junior school because that is grade 7 and 8. But the government brought money and they constructed a class for grade 9. And that is the new classroom we have in the school compound. Yeah, we have a very small piece of land where the school stands. And therefore, we have so many challenges. One, when it comes to sporting activities, we normally go to another place, another school called Uyundo, because we don't have the field. But the government is trying to buy a piece of land, but most of the inhabitants around there are not ready to surrender their land to be used in the school. Now, recently, there was a public participation at Ukwala, and therefore some money was allocated for the school, but we cannot say that it was allocated because already it has not been passed in Parliament because that was on a public participation at Ukwala Social Hall. It is yet to be implemented. So when it is implemented, I'm going to be asked to go to Siaya to go and confirm whether it is implemented. Is when we can say that there's some 3 million that has been brought in the school to cater for buying of piece of land. Yeah, when I was transferred to this school in 2017, I got an information that is somebody called KISWATE in that school. And therefore, the then head teacher used to talk to Bwana Pius. Other things that I can also add, we am kindly requesting as the head teacher of Luero Primary and Junior School. I also come from around because Pius comes from Kanywa and I also stay in Kanywa. And therefore, we are coming from the same area. Only one thing that the community is talking about, they are kindly asking Pius to construct for them a library. And that library, we are going to use either the mother's name or the father's name to be labeled in that class, to have an icon that will stand there forever that was done by Pius. Otherwise, other things like teaching children, we appreciate that. But after what we have realized that is after those people have gone to other levels, they don't come and even pay back the way Bwana Pius has done. And that is why most of the people in Luero are not seeing this program to be very useful in the school. But if a class is built by him, let him solicit for funds and then build for us a library, because the government is very soon going to build for us a laboratory. But we have a problem with the library because most of our books are just kept in one place, and the children cannot access them and read them. But if a library is built, we are going to write the name of either the father or the mother to serve the purpose of what he has done in Luero. That is only my prayers.
And even as funding in the education sector in the country looks like a pipe dream, residents here at the Luero Elementary Junior Secondary School are optimistic that the 3 million Kenya shillings allocation that was proposed by the constituency here will be a reality to develop some of the infrastructures that have been raised to be poorly and dilapidated, making education in this area very inaccessible. Reporting for KISWATE TV, my name is Kingsley Oluoko.
In a major step towards digital transformation in schools, Jamhuri Secondary School Thika has officially gone digital with the successful installation of 5G internet connectivity. The initiative, led by KISWATE in collaboration with Blue Nile Analytica, was completed last week, making the school a model digital learning and a transmission center in the central region of Kenya. Speaking to Kiswate TV, the school principal, Madam Tabitha Mambo, expressed her excitement about the development, describing it as a game changer in the school's journey towards full digital integration.
This project of KISWATE Digital Academy has been received with the open arms. The teachers are passionate about the internet because they will no longer use borders for progressing testing and reporting about the student progress. We are also eagerly waiting for the digital register and the digital card, which will enable the teachers to be able to be accountable for all the students and their activities in learning in Jamhuri. When they heard that we have been adopted by KISWATE, they were very happy, and they are eagerly happy to start the training with Rose Deborah, who has already been hosted to Jamhuri. We cannot be able to state it in words, but we received the digitalization on the internet. We are very happy.
She affirmed the school's commitment to continue working closely with KISWATE to ensure the full implementation of the digitization program. Mr. Amos, who supervised the entire installation process, confirmed that the classrooms, staff room, and computer lab are now fully connected and ready for digital learning.
The independent contractor for KISWATE 5G internet. We are here in Jamhuri. We are now doing the housekeeping. We've just completed the installation of internet in the administration block, the classrooms, and now we are just finalizing. As you can see, we had to put some equipment out here so that all the classrooms can have access to the internet.
Other schools in the region set to benefit from the 5G rollout include Kenyatta Girls Secondary School and Kimushu Secondary School, among many others. For KISWATE News Bulletin, my name is Josephine Siregam.
We have had a wonderful time this morning from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. just having our annual conference dubbed KISWATE Conference / AGM, just to review some of the progress we have made and also look at the way ahead. And at this juncture, I would just like to give a few of us, maybe to make a few comments. We have here some board members. We also have our CEO. We also have principal of schools and KISWATE representatives plus BOM members. So I will start with our host, Chief Principal Jojo Nyango.
Thank you, Chair. Today we have had a wonderful meeting, and we believe everything will work as per our proposal. And through commitment, KISWATE Digital Academy will move forward. And we thank all those who attended this meeting here today. And we believe more schools will join to make the KISWATE Digital Academy a wonderful platform to propel our education system. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yoya, our CEO.
Thank you very much. This has been a very wonderful meeting and a very successful one, and is a milestone in the history of KISWATE. And we would like to assure and ensure that the resolutions passed today are implemented, and that's why we had this conference. And it is our hope that the stakeholders in this business of Digital Academy will honor their promise, they'll honor their word, and they'll continue supporting us. And KISWATE next year with the Digital Academy will be in all schools, not only in adopted schools, but also elsewhere. So we thank the organizers, we thank the sponsor, and we thank the vision bearer and founder, Mr. Pastor Diambo, for this wonderful meeting. I wish Kiswate will go places. Thank you.
It has been a wonderful day, a very interactive one, a show that we are moving ahead. And I want to thank everybody that came together with our founder, Mr. Pius, for this opportunity. I know that is going to move our society and our community to a higher level. May God bless everybody.
Yes, so some of the discussions we have had here are basically to help us resolve some of the challenges that schools do have, which are insufficient teachers, and of course subject teachers in certain subjects. And so some of the things that are going to be implemented include rolling out a smart ID for the students, digital learning platform, and also digital library. Those are part of the things that the members present have adopted, and the schools are going to have discussions with their BOMs to consider adopting them. We are also going to be having further consultations with other stakeholders in education to ensure that this platform can be used to enhance education beyond this area. Of course, already some schools in Thika are taking it, and that's very, very encouraging. Our desire is that at the end of this all, no child will be left behind. Children will be able to access quality education. Teachers will be able to get the remuneration that they deserve, and that everyone will be happy. And so as this digital academy is being launched, we are so grateful that we are seeing a solution for our education system, especially the new one, competency-based education. So I really want to thank each of the participants for attending, and also appreciate Pius, who is a data scientist who has come up with this system that is really going to help us. Otherwise, thank you very much.
Many thanks for your continued support. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, I've been your host, Michelle Ouma.
And I, Rosdebro Joke.